Hi guys, so my name's Hannah and I'm a witch. I wanted to do this video after seeing the Flawed Mirror Lauren's video on this, and I've wanted to create a YouTube channel for the longest time, and I've just been putting it off and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, why? So here I am starting my channel. So I'm 22 years old and I probably first came to paganism, witchcraft, whatever you kind of want to use to call it, whatever, probably in about 2012. When I was studying archaeology, I came across a lot of kind of goddess worship and learn about what our ancestors worshipped, and it just really sort of resonated with me. So that kind of was the kind of real kickstart into me practicing. We started to practice on this journey really. Before that I've always been interested in witches though, and witchcraft, so I kind of knew about it before then. I just didn't really see it as a religion, and then I kind of started to learn more about it in terms of its origins, as opposed to kind of its Hollywood sort of image that it is a lot more apparent in. So I found it in Kate Turning's Wicca books, which is a fictional story about witches and witchcraft. That's what I found it in, and I started to research Wicca, which was what it was based on, and started to find out that it was a real religion, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, and I just kind of wanted to be in it after that point. I just wanted to really explore this real side of things, but I kept kind of falling a few times. Like, I kept trying to go too far before I was ready. Like, I kept trying to run before I could walk with it, until kind of I came across it in archaeology, and I was like, you know what, this sort of side of it is where I want to be, you know, more of the worship and the religion, as opposed to trying to create all these magical book shadows and everything like that, which is how I was approaching it before. And I also kind of, when I was little, I've always kind of been interested in witches. I used to pretend I was a witch when I was little, make little potions and things like that in the bathroom with all the different shampoo products, and mix like mud things in the garden with my friend from primary school. I used to do that a lot, so I kind of always had that sort of side of it. And like I say, I've always been interested. I've always read kind of stories, watched movies about witches, TV shows about witches, but it's only kind of from 2012, 2013, when I was in college, learning about archaeology and the religion side of things, ancient history, and really learning about the Greeks and things, that I really started to look into it from more of an adult mind. So yeah, that's kind of where I found Wicca and witchcraft. I'd probably class myself as eclectic now, because I don't like to really class myself as one thing or another. It's just me, what I practice. I probably classed myself as Wicca before, but I don't know, a lot of people seem to get really het up over what they call people, like what they call each other, what people call themselves, because they're like, oh, you're not Wiccan because you don't do this, or you're not pagan because of this, and you're not a real witch because of this. So it's always a bit awkward figuring out what to call yourself, but I would probably call myself an eclectic witch to most people now, or pagan. I tend not to use the term Wicca because I'm not quite sure if I fall into the category of Wicca. I'm not quite sure if I've ever fallen into the category of Wicca. So I tend to just use the word pagan because to me it feels a bit more open, and people are less able to say, oh, well, you're not pagan because you don't do this, or you do this, or you're not pagan, because pagan is such a big term. You can't really pinpoint what it is and what it isn't. And yeah, I would just witch because I feel I can identify more as a witch now than I was before, so yeah. I don't really know what I wanted to say really in this video. I just started rambling. I don't really know what everyone else has said in theirs. I don't really want it to be a really long rambly video about like nothing, but yeah, I really want to be a part of the YouTube community, and to start filming videos talking about kind of my experiences and just interacting with other pagans. because I don't really have that community like in my kind of real life, real world. It's all kind of digital. I don't really know anybody in my town. I'm not really friends with anybody who is like pagan or a witch or anything, so I'd like to kind of be involved a little bit more in that, so that's why I have decided to film this video and kind of put myself out there. So yeah, if anyone kind of wants to know anything about me, then do let me know. But yeah, I don't know really what else to say, so bye, I suppose.